10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
I count 10 already.
4.
I've been
There we
counting faster.
Are we here?
Yeah, so we're here. We are live and we are the Mad Scientists. I'm Mad Frankie. This is Violet Igo over here. And together,
Wait. I'm behind because I had to be. There's you and there's me. And then, oh, I'm getting caught up now.
together, we are the Mad Scientists.
You,
Whee!
you never know what we'll do.
Okay.
We'll get lost in whatever we're doing. Should
Should
you
you
put
put your
your.
wallet away and
Oh,
hide it? I haven't
yeah.
got a book. I could look
She's
for one
got
if
a
you
book
really want me
today.
to, but
Yeah. She hasn't got a book today. And I don't think she's got any outstanding paints that anyone hasn't seen before. So, yeah,
no, I think they're all the same. I'm waiting on some,
yeah,
but
I think
I
your pocketbooks are safe today.
ish. I have a load of uh yeah, I have a load of designs on the brew
Hey,
that
Abby.
not ready yet. Now, this is the pull I said last time there was a pull to do, and I couldn't find it. I found it. It's this one.
Hi,
So
Trish.
we'll pull this one. Everything falling down again. I am good with the crafter lunch. You know what Kerry said on one of his crafting, one of his coffee with Kerry's. He said it's a good idea to have a purge because I'm sure that if you saw some people's full, expansive craft room, you know, you're used to seeing just this little area. If you saw some people's full, expansive craft room, you would be horrified. Well, that's me. Definitely me. So bits keep falling down. I go, I did want to show you this. This is the cat that you've seen before, and you've seen the other one, the bunny. I've shown you that before too. But
Yeah.
this was the one in between the bunny and the cat, and it's the chunky squirrel. I think I've shown it before, but I'm not sure. But it came out with a load of fuzzy bits on it that you had to sort of pull off because the temperature wasn't quite right or something. He's investigating his Christmas present of a 3D printer, and he's printing everything he can think of, including, well, not this because this is a failure. It's actually about that big, that much bigger. It's sort of it's got an eco mode on it to turn the bed off so that the bed is no longer hot. And when that happens, things pop off the plate. And everybody that's got one of these machines said, they've got a what? What on earth have they got that for? You want the bed to be hot? Well, that's ridiculous. There you go. That's what happens. You don't get the full one. He's done a full one now, but he wouldn't let me have it. It's a tool for going on to his 3D printer. So he's printing his own tools with his 3D printer, which I think is fantastic. So this is the one that was lost in translation. It's rather a nice looking thing, I thought. So we'll see if I can pull it. When I put it down, it went down wonky because it missed that corner. But oh, there we go. Who cares? We'll see if it will come off. If it won't, I'll have to put it back down with some gloss medium on it. It is trying to stay adhered to the plate. That's probably my fault for not cleaning the edges
I
enough.
was going to say the edges. Yeah. I'm bad about cleaning those too when I do the.
Yeah. But the thing is, by the time you get to the end of a session, that's when the edges start to stick, and that's when you can't clean it because you're in the middle of a session. See if we're going to get that one off. It's not looking too bad so far, but I was pulling another one and I got as far as about here, and a great swathe of it started to stick. So you don't know until you've got further on with the pull whether it's going to be all right or not. It gets stronger where the paint is because the paint is a plastic. So you've really got almost got a layer of plastic. Now there's a bit there that didn't come off. I'm not too happy about that, but we'll see if there's lots more. And if there is, I'll put it back down with gloss medium. See, I would use gloss medium because quite a lot of this is shiny. If you have no shiny at all and you want to preserve the matte, use a matte medium.
It's a matte medium, yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what I didn't know there was a product of that I learned about, what was it? Saturday? Was it Saturday we watched that? I don't remember. Um,
Uh-huh.
the soft gel medium.
You didn't know there was one?
No, I didn't realize there was
Huh.
one that Golden had one called soft gel medium, and I'm like, well, why?
Finnabair does. I've got Finnabair's.
What makes it so? I mean, why would it be any different from regular gel medium?
Because it's lighter, it has more air in it, so it makes it lighter. So if you want to stick something to something that you want to remain light, either for postage means or because you want to hang it and you don't want it dragging off the wall, soft gel is a better option than a normal one.
Interesting. What makes it
Simply
soft?
because it's lighter.
What makes it lighter?
It's
Hi,
got air in it.
Paula. So it's kind of
At least
wet.
I think it's air. I mean, I'm not an official expert on it, but I would imagine it's more like soft and fluffy. It's not soft and fluffy, but it's similar feel to it. When you pick up the pot, you think there's nothing in this one, but there is.
Yeah, it's something light and fluffy that I have is like a whipped paste. And
Yeah. Well,
I
this isn't quite as whipped as that. My soft gel
yeah.
Finnabair.
Well, I'm gonna get some. Hi,
Look at
just
that. The
in
paper.
time, Paula. Yes, you're here. Hi, Anne. I miss seeing you come in. Welcome, welcome. The soft gel that I was referring to, I believe, is a matte.
And it's golden, you said, yes?
Yes, it was golden. Well, we watched the webinar the other day. We watched the Zoom meeting,
Yeah.
and she mentioned it. I think that's where I heard it. So I
Yep.
immediately went and looked it up. Oh, she did an image transfer with it. That's what it was. She mentioned it for image transfer. In my notes, I wrote it down, so it had to be in that Zoom meeting. And I
Let me put
believe
this
it
down
was,
this way, put it up the other way.
I believe it was a matte, not a gloss gel. Is this rice paper you're dealing with?
Yep, this is rice paper. I can't even remember which one it is, whether it's half boiled or living. It will be one of the other.
Yeah.
Well, no, the other.
Well, I put that sketchbook 9x12 rice paper in my cart, and when I went back the next day, they said it's unavailable. We don't
Yeah,
know.
that's because everybody else was going, oh, buy some of that.
They got to it before me, and they sucked out the supply. So now I have to wait because I don't see anything else I want to replace it. I
Yeah.
really want that one.
Well,
seen
this
Bar-
isn't too bad. I
I've
thought it was
seen
going
it,
to be a bit less good.
I've seen Elizabeth use it,
Uh-huh.
and I saw
There we are. Actually, it's that way up, isn't it? Because the owl face needs to be the right way up. So the fact that I've missed a corner doesn't really matter because I would be cutting it up for things anyway.
yeah.
I'd be highly unlikely to use any sheet in a full size like that. So that's quite nice. It's got some of that bluing happening, which I don't think can be coming from that yellow-green flash because I didn't use it on this one. It was a couple of days before I picked that out. So something else is making that happen. It's probably either that fluorescent violet, because I was using that a few days before, or it could be the quinacridone magenta blending with all the other stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. But there is some green in there, so if that was blending with the green, then that would make that bluiness, wouldn't it? That's
I
what we
agree.
learned.
It says it was worth the trouble.
Well, I think that was a nice one. I'm glad I found it.
Trish, were you in
This
that
is a
group?
small one.
There was a Trish in there, and there was no last name or picture or anything, but all I could think of was, oh, Trish is here too.
Uh-huh.
Probably
Hi,
not.
Trish.
With Barbara De Niro.
So,
Barbara, what's her name? Anyway, sorry, Fran, I keep interrupting you.
this is
You need to smack it.
what we're going to get. This with the hairy violet. So let's have a look and see what we get with hairy violet. Now this is a much tougher paper. This is the Astro Brights black card, which is lovely and stiff and comes up really nice. Sometimes again you've got to put it back down if you want to grab bits that have been left behind, but I think that's pretty decent.
That's a nice.
Now that was from the time when we had the fluorescent violet and the yellow-green flash from the color change.
Yeah.
That's what's making the blue in here.
That has great potential there. Oh, I love that. It's mystical. It's marvelous.
When you use something that looks an awful lot like a yellow paint, and you end up with that, it's like, wow, there is magic.
All right.
So last one.
To their shopping carts and put some black Astro Bright paper in it, because got to get some.
I like the black Astro Brights. I would like it in a bigger size, but I don't know if they even make it bigger.
Cardstock, right?
Yeah. A4, mine is.
Right. All I see is 8.5 by 11 inches.
Oh, well, let me have a look and see what the card says in it.
Yeah, that's standard size. That's letter size. Which is okay. That's what I would order.
8.5 by 11. Yeah, that's what it is. Astro Brights. Eclipse Black. Lovely. I do like that. Now that's catching at the end. Let me just twinkle that a bit.
Twinkle, twinkle.
Can always stick that down if I can get it up in the first place. On this corner here. Persisting in not adhering to the paper. Well, I couldn't get the corner up, but I've managed to stop the paper tearing. I might be putting this back down. Maybe. Oh, it's tearing again.
Liz, I usually go through, I have Prime, so I usually go through that because I get free delivery. So I seldom look anywhere else unless there's free delivery without a.
Let's pull it from this side as well.
Without a cap on it.
Paper. Although sturdier than some.
I love the one. Boy, words are hard today. I love the one craft site where I've ordered my Amsterdam paints, but they had a free delivery with $75 order. It's like
Dick Blick?
No, it wasn't Dick Blick. It's the Jacksons. Is it Jacksons?
Jackson. Jacksons to start with, but I thought, no, it won't be Jacksons. Well,
yeah. But anyway, it may not have been $75, but it was way more than I had to spend, and that's what I mean. I usually go free delivery with if they have a cap, then I usually don't meet the cap.
Oh, typical! Look what's happened.
I see.
I've got that far, and this is the eye of the whale.
One little.
I'm going to put some of this on so I can catch it. I'm going to put the tiniest bit on. so I can catch that eye.
I found it at on Prime for 100 sheets, which comes to what? I just saw it. 11 cents a sheet. Could be worse. There you go, Paula. Paula says the golden soft gel mat is thinner than the regular, moderately pourable, only makes slight peaks, and useful as a non-removable isolation coat.
Yeah, she did. Barbara DePiro.
Yeah.
Was it Del Piro? I cannot remember. Beg your pardon.
I think it's just Duh.
But she mentioned isolation coats. She did indeed.
Yeah, that's interesting. One of the... I'd like to learn more about that process too. But anyway, what caught my ear was that she used it for image transfer, and I was looking for something. So says the Golden Site, right? I could have went over there and read that, Paula. Thank you. I've just been down a rabbit hole because of Fran.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
No.
I learned from you. It's okay. I learned from you.
As long as it doesn't cost you too much.
No. No one. I control me. No one's to blame for my behavior except me.
So we'll leave that one, which is going to be really nice. I mean, it's almost there now. It's only a couple of little bits like that and a bit of the corners that I want to capture. Otherwise, it's really looking good. So it's going to come out nice. So we'll put that aside. And it might even be ready by the end of today. You never know your luck. Pick up things that have fallen. Now, I want to do a couple of prints. Not a huge amount, but I'll tell you why. So, I've got here some bits I did an awful long time ago.
Uh-oh, did it stick together?
Yeah.
Oh.
There we go.
Oh, B for my name. Cool. Interesting.
That should have a bottle on it. Used to have a bottle on it. Bottle fell off. In fact, that's my screen, my home screen on my phone. So these are all different types of, why are they tags? Are they little booklets? Good question. Holding a piece, but it's already got some in there itself. So you can hold things in it and then secure it with its little beads. I think that might have had another bead or been ready for another bead. Not sure. As I say, I did these a long time ago. Yeah, I used that's just an ordinary paper clip I got a set of, about 20 years ago. Long time ago, maybe.
Come back to that one and hold it up to the camera real close. Hold it up because I want to see the design on it. Oh, to your right. To your right.
Oh, sorry, I can't see because I've touched something.
Know.
There we are.
There you go. There you go. So you've stamped all over that.
So I simply stamped onto a page in my testing book. And then after a while, I decided to use the page. So it's got lots and lots of stamps all over it. And I just went, oh, I'll keep that. and I sprayed it with various sprays, I believe. So yeah, there you go.
Hi, Miriam. Welcome, welcome. I like
And
that.
see some really old stamps and uh, new to me stamps, but old because they're on wooden blocks.
Keys and clocks. Yep.
Yeah, keys, clocks, and oceans and maps because that's part of a map. So is the little boats.
Yeah.
Yep, there's that one. This one, no, that's not mine. That's someone else's. That's part of something else. This is mine. That's one. I did a set of these, a couple of, I think there's a third one somewhere
Yeah.
done with these, uh, the molds that I got these from. I think, what are they called? I'll have to look those up to find out what they're called. I had those quite a long time ago,
And some little shells.
but they're made of thingy clay, air dry clay, and stuck on. And I was using texture plates and such to create, and that's a stamp stamped into the, I don't know, not molding paste, the other one, modeling paste. So
I love the little
there we
eyelets that you use front and back.
yeah, I used that's, I think that's just the backing for it. I think that one came with backing. Can't
Yeah.
remember.
I
I've
have.
still got the eyelet somewhere, but I could have a look.
Yeah.
And I also use some tissue stamped on tissue. You can just see one there with the map design on it, and that one with a little puppy. Okay.
Yeah. Tags of
So
all sizes.
that,
These are individual, so you don't create a big master board and then cut tags from that
no,
and mass produce. You usually get an idea for
no.
one.
Well, I usually spray all the cards at the same time, so I have them in a similar, using a similar technique but different colours. So I've got similar ideas going on. I've got stamps stamped into um, the modelling paste here, and I've done the
Mhm,
same again with this, and I've stamped into it with a writing stamp in there.
mhm.
And I've also used a card from a not tarot, what's the other one? Spirit card. I quite like the Snow White hair on that one. Winter hair's coat turns white to blend in. Where can you adapt in your life? Yes.
Deb C says,
And
"Hi, Deb C." She says, "I love tags. I am so glad I got here in time." Very cool.
some little letters that I put texture paste and beads in. I think I made these texture pastes up myself when I was ill. I did it all in bed on um, uh, food tray, the kind you put a bed tray, so you've got your
Mhm,
somewhere to eat your meal.
mhm.
And I use that. And
Okay.
then there's a little paper bead there,
Mhm,
a little acorn with, I don't know, something. I know what it was. I was making little domes of copper, and I just had that one rattling around. I thought, oh, bung it in there. And then that's a um, acorn that has been attacked by a ghoul wasp, and this is what happened to it. It went this
yeah.
strange shape,
That's your
and I love
story.
that so much. I added
Do
that.
it. Oh, hi,
Yeah.
Barb's Journal Creation. You're new to me.
And then this
She
one,
has Barb's Journal Creation has a question for Anne,
oh yeah,
and I'm
where
big.
do you get the acrylic for your gel plate? I get mine from Jackson's.
Yep.
These are golden high flow acrylics. I love using those, but I've got the other sort as well. I've got heavy body in the tubes and the fluid acrylics as well. Mostly I get them from Jackson's because they're in this country as well as being in America,
Uh-huh.
and I can get them sent the next day. Woo, if I spend enough money with them. So that's a real temptation, that is. But you can get them from other places. Lawrence is another place you can get them from. You can sometimes get them from places like Craft Delier, um, Budley Crafts. Just look for the golden paint you want, and places will come up saying whether they've got it or not. Well, saying
Mhm.
they've got it. They don't bother if they haven't. So this is another one done with the letter B that I used a copper paint on after. Now I can't quite remember, how did I do that? I think that is modelling paste that I just went like this.
Yeah.
Just to create a varied mushiness. And then there's a little tiny, most of these tags, you know, are from clothing. So that would have said size so and so. It cost you so much for a pair of knickers or pack of 5 or something, or maybe a t-shirt, whoever. And that's a bit of Tyvek that was painted and heated, and it went ooh funny. You can see the white on the other side because I didn't bother painting both sides. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. This black stuff is from underneath a punnet of raspberries to cushion the raspberries and absorb colour, and it didn't need to because I eat them too quick, so that was nice and clean. I give it a wash, and then once it was dry I put it on there. Didn't really need the wash, but you know, you'd like to be sure. Then some ribbons and some paper clay beads. Now these I believe are all from my friend Hakanta, and she sent those to me. I make similar beads, but these are from her. She sent them in the post. She's only in the UK, so it's not far. And this one
here, let me answer this. Deb C says her email says Jerry's Artorama has high flow and fluid golden on sale this week, and that's where I got mine.
Go for it.
Yeah, not
Jerry's Artorama.
Jerry's. And Barb's Journal Creation. Where did the plates that you have your gel plates attached to come from? I have searched. It's in the UK. It's called Perspex. Here in the US, it's called plexiglass. It's a I would say an 1/8 inch thick. I
would ask Mariah where she gets hers from, because she's in the US as well. She'd be able to help you with that if you're in the US. If you're in the UK, I got mine from the Plastics Man.
Now,
or the Plastic Man.
I can go down the road to Ace Hardware, and they have a big bin, and I can, pull a sheet out of there, and they'll cut it to size. And
well, I know that Mariah used to have that done, but where she got it from, they stopped cutting it to size, so she doesn't go there anymore. Was that Home Depot?
It could be, and Menards is another in this. I'm in Wisconsin, so Menards is another. So Lowe's maybe could be. And if they won't cut it for you, I have I know how to score. I use a carpet knife, a really good carpet knife, and I score. If it's not thick Perspex, I can score it well and then crack it and break it. GE, good enough. I've done that in the past.
Right, well, this one came as a tag already with 2 pieces on it. I thought, that's lovely. I've got to keep that. So I put some clay pieces on here. This was polymer clay made in my molds. And that was polymer clay, but that's made by hand, just a face, and then I twisted it to make it into a twisted face. I love those.
Yep.
There's a number printed from a stamp, printed onto that material, and then you put it the other way up so it's correct way round. That is just a little glass cabochon, and that's another one of those letters. It came from a Tim Holtz alphabet. That one and the other ones I've used came from a Tim Holtz alphabet that I cut out with a Big Shot cutting machine.
Don't you know?
So this is the last one. This one is a toilet roll holder and put together a toilet roll. But I turned it into a little book, and then I made some pages for it using some of the pieces that had been the testing book, testing pad for my stamps, and I just stamped out loads of things. So testing this, testing that, and turn them into pages. So one side has the printing on it, and the other side is blank, so I can just put them together. And some of them I kept the piece on like that, you see. So I've got a nice little tab already integrated into it, just so I cut it. And a peacock. Various other bits, just from testing stamps. So, you know, so you've got a couple of signatures there. That can be a divider. So that's one signature with 2 in, another signature with 2 in. So I've got 2 signatures and a frontispiece or divider. And there you go.
There you go.
Nice.
Nice idea.
So I thought I'd do something like that. But in order to do so, I've got to do some printing first. So we can have the fun. I'll put these someplace else. I want to use that nice big art foamy, this one, and some other abstract shapes, maybe stencils with it. Let me put these safely.
I'm putting my order in now that I want a, whenever the time comes around, I want a Harry Violet stamp.
Ah. Well, you'll have to have a word with Mariah about that, because she's the one in the stamping department.
I know they're.
I have a few here that I've done before, using various colours and sprays and stamps and so forth. And they're the ones. Here are the ones I did just the other day. That one was with using that paste meant for railways. And that one's only got it on one side, and I need to add more to that so that we can use that in printing today, if I remember. And then we've got some more here. That's a nice abstract. This is a nice abstract to do abstracty stuff. And there's another one that we did the other day. This time I used some stamps on the background. And I put some, now what did I put down there? I can't remember what material I put down there. Oh, I know what it was. I just found the pot today. It's iridescent medium, lots, high flow medium, lots, and 1 teaspoon of GAC. And I mixed it up on the plate and then put it in here. And I used some on there. So we've got the iridescent around the edges. And then in this area, I stamped with a face stamp. I don't think I've got it there. It's around here somewhere, but just stamped in like that and pulled it out. So you didn't get a wonderful stamp because it was too wet. You need to wait until it's got a bit drier, started to dry and skin over the top to get a better impression. But I was in a hurry. And then I put some of this. So she's reaching for it, hopefully. Well, it's rusting powder. It's the Paper Artsy rusting powder, which seems to have gone for a little walk. It's not, I thought it was right in front of me, but I shouldn't have said this so hastily, should I? It's gone for a walk and it's not there. So it's probably fallen down somewhere. But that's what that is, rusting powder, to create that rusty look. And I think that's pretty decent. I really like that. So there's some we did earlier that we can use. And we can use bits of stencils to create the look of an abstract, even if it isn't. Like, for instance, I've got this huge dragon and I can use bits of it. I can use parts of it on the edge if I want to. Or we can use something like this with these alien plants and just use it like that. It's the mask bit, isn't it? So I need to cut that off if I'm going to use it. And we'll give it more of a shape. I do like shapes to these. I don't like it all squared off like that. Like, I don't like those square bits there. I prefer it to look as if this was an informed decision, not an accident, so that it looks more part of something.
Hi, Mariah.
More as if you knew what you were doing.
Hi.
Always a good idea. You don't have to know what you're looking. You just have to look as if you were.
Welcome, welcome, Gretchen.
Of course, half the time you don't need to know what you're doing. You just tell everybody you don't know what you're doing, and let's see what happens. And there you go. That's what I normally do, actually. I like to think I know what I'm doing, or I could at least pretend I know what I'm doing, but I usually don't. See, everything falling down all the time. And I could use something like that, which is a little mushroom stamp that I carved, don't know, long time ago. I was just looking to see if that other face stamp was there. Don't think it is. I think it's really gone on quite a long walk. Oh, yes, it is. There we are. That's the one.
All right, Paula has a question.
I think it's that one. And there's another one I found. Yes, somebody got a question?
Yep, Paula does. She says, can Fran tell us about GAC? I have no idea what it does.
GAC. Now, where did I put the GAC? GAC. Where have you gone? Mostly all I do is read off the paint tube to tell you what it does. But I just use things for lots of things. I know it can be used with pigment, ground pigment, to create a sorry about that. To create a paint, something like this or this. So this one is a Jackson's pigment. It's transparent red iron oxide, and this one is benzimidazole orange. Those two can be mixed with GAC, and then GAC 100 it is. You need to grind it well. So I think you really need a glass Muller and a sheet of glass. Because I've tried mixing this with these pigments and just using a palette knife, and it doesn't quite mix in as much as I'd like. I'm just wondering if I've got... There we are. This is one I attempted. You can see that it is not really well mixed.
Right. I remember.
Because I just did. Yeah. I think you need a glass Muller to get more... sorry. More grinding going on.
Well, I remember from the other day, the meeting we had with Barbara, I took some notes, and one of the things I learned was to adhere high flow to glass. You can paint on glass with the golden high flow paint, but she said use the GAC 200 to prep the glass first.
Oh, well, I'm only using the glass as a grinding platform. Well, the glass is all right, but I don't think a palette knife is good enough. I think you need two things. I think you need the glass Muller and a lot more time mixing. So this one you could also use as an acrylic primer and extender.
Yeah.
So that's really what I've been using it for more than anything else. So I put it in with a thick paint to make it less thick. There we go. Right. So we've got three faces here now. I've been twiddling about. And one is the one I used before, which is this one in that, which has now completely vanished, that I was talking about with the... Did I clear it up and just put it away over there somewhere and it's vanished? Probably. There we are. You can see it's this one, not that one. I did use that one, but this one, you can see, it just fits. You can see the top piece that is the crown. Just see the top piece. So that's what I used. You can see why there's less impression there, because there's less stamp there. And this one I found just today, so I've had it quite a while, but it was just lying about. Tlingit Wolf. Tlingit Wolf. Whatever you say. This one is the artist. The one with the, I call it the artist. I don't think it's got a name. Because it looks, it's a face and there's a melted palette, rather like Salvador Dali's ideas. And that's what I really like about it. Got the numbers like a clock face. But it looks also like a palette to me, but it's got the numbers for the clock face. So there we go. So I'm going to use some of these stamps and I'm going to make some more of these, only in a different colours and colourways, using this. Iridescent medium, put away. And we can also use some colours if you like, just some sprays.
Yeah.
But we've got a nice empty gel plate down here, so we can use this.
I suspect the best information for specifically what the GAC mediums are is to go to the site. So I posted the link.
Golden, yeah.
Yeah, for me, that's helpful, but I also like to see it in use. Each of the products in use, see what it does, not just what an explanation of what it is.
Yeah, well, more of the people who use it in a traditional painting environment, you know,
right.
Canvas, easel, paintbrush, looking at something painted.
So some people these days I will go down a rabbit hole looking for videos in future of anyone that uses GAC specifically for anything. I think Elizabeth St. Hilaire is one, and I'll post them either in my group or in Maker's group as I find them if anyone's interested. Sorry, Fran, go ahead.
I believe Robbie McClendon uses it. I can't remember what I was going to say now, but there we go. But I think Robbie McClendon uses the GAC as well. I think I've heard of her doing it.
Oh, good, good. I'll write that down.
But I'm not sure. I'm just going by a very bad memory. You know, I've got a bad memory. I can't even remember how old I am. Hooray!
I can.
Now, what?
What?
Moving on.
What did you know? You told me how old you are.
No. I didn't.
Oh, you lied?
It's all Look, I've got that paper sticking down now. I know how to deal with that. Right. Let's get that off and keep the rest. It's got matte medium all over it. Right, sprayed a bit of water on it. Just going to rub it there. Just to get that off.
And you know what else I learned?
Go on.
Gretchen, if you go to the link I posted above, you'll see all the GACs available and what they're used for. What I made a note of myself the other day that you probably missed. High flow, golden high flow paints can also be used with calligraphy pens and refillable markers and pens. And I actually have those little bottles with the needle tip, the long needle tip. And apparently,
you know what I found? Set of them. Okay. Knew I had some somewhere.
Yeah, those are the ones like I got. But I also have some little bottles with long, like they're metal needle tips.
Yeah. The little bottles, yeah, those are in the other room. Yeah.
And I guess you can use the high flow in there that it'll go through those tips quite nicely.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that's the thing about a high flow. It's nice and liquid. That's why I add things like GAC or airbrush medium to heavy body paints or anything I'm mixing together, because that gives it more movement on the plate. So GAC 100,
yeah,
a high flow medium, glazing medium, gloss, or airbrush medium, Liquitex airbrush medium. I've used that before as well. So I'm just getting some colors.
Okay. You can also, if you have the little spray bottles, you know, like I have, you can put the high flow in that and spray it. I don't think it's as controlled or as, I don't think it's as controlled as a what do they call those those sprayers? Air sprayers. You know what I mean?
The misters, the Ranger misters, things
No,
like that.
the
Oh, you mean like an airbrush?
Yeah, an airbrush, like a professional would use.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if you put it in a spray bottle, a little mist bottle or spray bottle, it'll go nicely. But I think you would get more control of spray and direction if you used a airbrush.
Yeah.
Just
something I suspect that is the case. Got some more stencils there I can use, but I'm looking for a purple. I've got indigo. I haven't got a great range of purples, teals, you know.
Well, you don't need a great range. Turquoise, teal, it's close enough.
Where's my purple gone? I got a purple somewhere. Where's my purple gone? Oh, it's hiding. There we are. It's hiding. Dioxazine purple and permanent violet dark. There we go. Yeah, good-o. But indigo's a good one to use as well. Right. So let's have a go. Now I'm also trying to use this to conform to the teal and purple challenge. So we'll do a bit of that. So we'll start with dioxazine purple. Get some things out of the way again, so they don't. Isn't it awful when your pot's so full you can't get anything else in? Now.
There you go, Paula. GAC stands for Golden Artist Colors. Specialty acrylic polymers. Special purpose mediums. Look at me. Oh, I can
didn't even shake it. Now, to add a bit of punch, I'm going to add some quinacridone magenta to this. I also fancy using a bit of the green gold, but not on this one. Right. Does that still class as quinacridone, as purple and turquoise? Do you think? It's gone a little bit off-piste with me adding the magenta, and I'm not trying for pink. I might get pink.
And Paula said, "Hey, let's get pulling. No more lollygagging. We like lollygagging."
Yeah, true. I'd like to use him, but it's not in my theme. I'm going to use that up there. There's a pattern. That over there. And this, wherever I can get it in. And patting it off over there. I find that if I pat it off, I mean, I've only used this once, so perhaps I'm a bit previous in saying I find, but it does help with the cleaning if you've taken quite a lot of it off already. Now I want to use some paper, but beforehand I'm going to just take some of this off with this. And I'd use that edge there. Ooh, now don't go seasick. On there, that edge, just to pull that bit up. So I still get a decent print. There we go. Oh, yeah, quite nice. Carry on, a bit more. Might use the cobalt teal. Cobalt teal, where are you? Oh, it's over there. Cobalt turquoise, I meant. I'll try this one.
I didn't say over there. You said over there.
What?
You said it's over there. Uh-huh.
Did I? Oh, I'm awfully sorry.
I didn't say it's over there. You said it's over there.
Well, it just so happens that for once, it actually was. Yeah. Where's it gone? We just flipping used it. Oh, it's underneath the stamp. There we go.
Hi, Joan. Welcome, welcome. I need to get a.
So I'm going to
add a little
this
tea. I'll be right back.
Okie dokie. Just pulling the inky bits off. It's going to be a greener one. Oops, that's my tea, not that I've think about it much except when it gets in the way. Right. This again goes down. It's the only one that has to keep being put down. Another one of this time we'll use this one. See what happens. Now I'm using a bit of paper this time. I think there's 2 bits. Yes, that's 2 bits. I only want one. This is just copy paper.
Okay, I'm back.
Use this little bit to pick up this. So hopefully I should get a slightly better print on this time, because there's now paint on the top of the stencils that were white, so I should get something.
Hi, Lisa.
And I'm still trying for the same colorway. Not so much of the purple in that one.
No.
Rather a lot of the green, so just balance that out a bit. Okay. So the teal is a bit solid though. I've got phthalo blue green shade and phthalo green blue shade. If I mix the two together, I should get phthalo turquoise. But that's what I've got here. Yeah. It's a bit greeny, that. But maybe that's just because I added that thing, green gold. So we'll go back and we'll do that again.
No, not your cup of tea.
Green purple. And this time I'm going to add a little bit of the, well, you'll see in a minute. I'm going to add the phthalo, turquoise phthalo. And back to the original green. And then I'm going to add some of this fluorescent violet. Should get a lot of blues. Except there's not much yellow in here. Still think I prefer it that way round. I might have to take that out. Getting a bit strong. Cupboard. Or put another piece down, or both.
Paula wants to know, does anyone have the Pabeo iridescent turquoise?
Yes. Well, I don't know about iridescent turquoise. I've got this one, which is iridescent green blue. I don't think they call that one turquoise. Looks turquoise to me. So maybe I'll try a drop of that. It'll be going away from the high flow, but oh well.
Maybe Paula wants to borrow it. Hand it to her, will you?
Well, okay, just a minute. Force it through the screen.
Ooh, turquoise. That sounds cool. Right, Miriam?
There we go.
It would be like Star Trek. We could just put our paints in a box and say, beam over to Paula. And then she would,
Yeah,
that would be
stick
so
them in the
perfect.
transporter.
Yeah, that.
Quite
Yeah, I
nice
like that.
that.
I like that. There's some,
Let's
yeah.
try that again with the lighter turquoise. So let's go with what you suggested. Let's suggest we didn't quite suggest that one, but I've got the blue one somewhere as well. But let's try with this one. Iridescent green blue.
You can see that purpled down on the plate still.
Look at that. That's a lovely one.
Yeah. Trinket.
Mm, it's beautiful. I like it a lot.
Deb C says hers is named iridescent green blue too.
Oh, well, there you go then. I wondered if there was maybe a turquoise one named turquoise. Sometimes they do that to you. You think you're doing all right, and somebody adds an extra colour. I'm going to have a bit more magenta in this. Well, a bit of magenta in this. I didn't put any in before, did I?
Artist Loft is a, Colleen says she has one which she loves. It's Artist Loft metallic acrylic paint, which is a metallic cobalt, and it's a beautiful turquoise. Artist Loft is a Hobby Lobby brand, isn't it? I could be wrong.
Now, the trouble with using this combination of paints is that the Pabeo is extremely sticky in comparison. And it does not want to move as much as... Oh, I just got that on my front. Oh, well.
Wearable
It's
art.
a bit of I was wearing something meant for that. Wearable art, yes.
I think Hobby Lobby is Master's Touch. Okay. But I think I have picked up Artist Loft from Hobby Lobby or Michael's. Okay. Thank you, Anne. I was close. It was one of them. But I thought Artist Loft was a bit heavy and Master's Touch was a bit watery. Or I've got those backwards.
Well, whichever way around it is, mixing heavy and watery is not the best idea, I don't think.
Right. And I've become a paint snob. I mean, I was gifted a small package, well, not a small package, but a nice package of Amsterdam. The I think they're the 1 ounce tubes.
A large packet of lots of small ones.
Yeah, and I love Amsterdam now. I mean, it suits although I'm falling in love with some of the golden colors Fran is using. But the Amsterdam suits my purposes. And I still have a lot of craft paint, what I call craft paint, that I'm back to using. I've kind of followed Carrie's thought process and went and dug out some old paints I haven't used in a while. And I did a bunch of gel plating the other day, last week, with some old paints that I haven't used in a while. And it was fine. I was happy with it. But yeah,
this is the living rice paper. Sorry.
Good to know.
Decided I wanted the whole thing. I did like the look of that earlier one, this one.
Right, Deb. It just has become affordable for me.
Quite.
Oh, I love that.
So I thought I'll use the living rice paper because I just like its effect. Now that green is going to remain there and hopefully be soaked up the turquoise. It's a lovely turquoise. It really is, because it's the DNYA. It's very fluorescent. So I'm getting some beautiful shimmer off it. I wonder where I put my heavy body Goldens. I've got a feeling they're all sorted into different colour trays.
Hi,
Because
Dana.
I've got the iridescent steel there. And in that one, I reckon I've got some other stuff. Like permanent maroon. I could have a go with that. Cobalt violet hue. What else we got in golden? Dioxazine purple. Violet oxide. Looking for a turquoise in a golden heavy body, and I don't appear to have one immediately to hand, which is a shame.
Are you sure?
Well, I've got these,
Okay.
but maybe I can use these with this, because these are heavy body and this is much heavier than the other one. It's a high viscosity. That's a similar way of saying heavy body. What I do want to do, before I do anything else, is remove... Don't fall. Remove this. Because I'm not able to soak up the... There we go. I've got another one down here already. I just want to get this one out.
You're talking your brayer.
And there we go. That's what I wanted to do, like that.
Yeah.
Look at that lovely print I got of that. Or can you not see it? It's not a huge print, but my pale, you can't see it. It's too much light shining. It's a shiny paper, unfortunately. So sorry about that. Right, we'll carry on. I'd quite like to get this off. Ooh. After putting some more on here, I think I'd like to put a bit more on there. So we're going back to the high flow for this. I do want to go back to the over to the heavy body and see what I can do with that. So we've got that and dioxazine purple. And I've gone to use a bit of the fluorescent violet as well, because that's got a bit more of a lighter tone to it.
I like when you name them, because then when I come back and look at what you did or take extra notes, yeah.
I was naughty. You get too into the zone and you can't think and you don't remember these things, but I'm trying to remember.
I know.
It gives it a bit of a lightness to it, see?
You do better than I would do. This is why I don't do streaming. The mouth, the brain, and the hands will not work in collaboration. They just will not work together.
Look at that. Woo-hoo-hoo.
Seems nice. Like you lost most of... Well, we shall see.
Oh, it's over there. That's what I was looking for.
Mad scientist today. Mariah says you are doing an awesome job.
Thank you, Mariah.
Everybody always says
I've got some designs for you, Mariah. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Nearly ready to upload.
Fran, you cut out a bit. Repeat yourself.
Oh, I said, Mariah, I've got some new designs for you. I've just got to cut them out and test them and perhaps adjust them a bit if they don't quite work the way I want them to. But they're nearly ready. There we go. Paper. I have it all ready.
Welcome, welcome. If you look at my, you go to my YouTube page, you'll see I've got one video I've done, and that was a short one, and it was very poorly done a number of years ago. It was a show and tell of a mini book.
You've done more than that. I've seen you do demos of things you've done showing your crochet, and they're perfectly fine.
Shorts. I guess I would call it. I was doing shorts before shorts were popular.
Yeah, nothing says you have to do longies, you know.
Yeah.
In fact, the little bits you do in the middle of my streams, they're shorts. You can cut those out, and there you go. You got your own shorts.
Well, you know what? I mean, you do this very well, but and I'm grateful that I get to be a part of it. But for me, the time spent trying to create a video that I will not, I like that.
So do I. That you will not what?
Oh, that I would find acceptable, that I wouldn't criticize myself so harshly. The time spent and the aggravation and the stress and the learning curve and all of that. You know what? I could spend my time better by just go play.
Sure, yeah. Oh, well. So if I do the same thing again, but only in that area, now what did I use? I used the cobalt turquoise, I think.
We're loving your color mix. Everyone's loving your color mix. Good job. Keep going.
Oh dear.
Bless you, bless you, bless you.
A little bit there. What I want to do is put it all on and take that off. That's what I want to do. A little bit of the fluorescent violet. Come on. It's dried on the top. Hang on a minute. Now that's just while working. It's not a question of not cleaning it later.
It just got clogged.
Not just dried on the top, that's all.
Thank you.
And a little bit of the dark Sicilian purple. I just want to do this corner because what I want to do is lift everything else to change over paints, you see, and change over the design as well.
Yeah. Talking about making videos, I watched a number of Pegs the other day. Peg is Two Old Crows, mixed media.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen her, I love watching her. She did a journal the other day. Well, one of her streams, she did a journal, and I'm like, okay, now I have to order that paper. But anyway, she records them. She pre-records them and then dubs over them. And it occurred to me, well, I could do that, maybe.
Yeah, I used to do that when I could still do the work in front of the screen.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, your old ones are like that. Yeah, you did really great back then, too, by the way.
Thank you.
What happened to you?
So some of my university training didn't go to waste then?
No. No, you
now look at that. You see what I mean? Being that there, I've got the... Lovely. Pop that down there to dry. This one over here. Look at that. It all seeped underneath. Lovely.
Okay, Trish. Take care, dear heart. Go be better. I hope you're feeling better soon.
Oh, you're not feeling well. I'm sorry, Trish.
No, it's a rough day.
Some days are like that, aren't they?
Yeah, and the editing, and I think, and I've edited for Fran and I. We've done behind the scenes. We've had play dates where we chose to record just in case, and then I have to edit out. Yeah, because it's late at night, no one's on, so
You have
But
to
Russell be
remove the
here.
coughing and the swearing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Russ will be here, and he may be coughing or talking to me or talking to us. He'll join in and talk to us both.
Yeah. So I'm going to leave that to dry now. I think that's going to be rather nice. I think that's going to be quite good. So we'll leave that to dry. I will have to take my headphones off for a second and wander across the room.
Hi,
While my headphones are there, I can't hear anything.
Yeah, she can't hear us now. Let's
Put
talk.
this over here. Grab another plate while I'm here.
Colleen, I can go to Golden and read about GAC, but like I said, I want to see someone use it in
Little one.
the possible ways it can be used, the different ones, because there's so many.
The other one has still got the one that's drying on it that we're waiting to pull later. And I've only got two 12 by 14s and only one 12 by 12. So there's the second 12 by 14.
Oh, that's wonderful, Joan. Yeah. If you can
That
get
needs quite a clean.
play with those.
Well, we'll see what happens.
I love the lives. I'm just so grateful that friend lets me mod for her and sometimes overtalk her and chat with you guys that it has nothing to do with paint or gel plates or whatever. She's very
We're having fun.
efficient with me.
Why not have a chat?
Yeah, we have a chat.
Of connecting with
That's okay. She's supposed to get in the zone. She's the top artist in my book.
You've got a very small book.
Oh, I'm selective. I am selective. I could watch
That's nice. That's really nice.
P all day. I could watch Carrie all day. I could watch Dart. I mean, I do have it's a bigger book than you think, but yeah. There's Tanya and Lisa that I wander off and I watch Beth Schuler, and of course I always try to catch Aunt Beck from Aunt Beck's Creations. Just because they're my friends over there. Carol McDonald, Canadian artist, and Ann Laver are doing Fiber Arts Friday. I love Friday mornings with them. And then they're on Sunday mornings before Mariah, so it's a good way to start a day. Janet Nash, I love Janet. Come on, there's different types of art.
I'm just cleaning this. I'm sorry to drag a bit.
That's all right. You know what?
Gives you a chance to talk, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's my turn to talk, and look, I'm back on camera. Look what I did. I made a book.
Oh.
Don't touch your screen. It's good enough. It's good enough as it is. You just keep doing what you're doing. I'm going to open my book and do a little show and tell while you're cleaning. Look at that. See, I made a book. And we open it up if we haven't ruined it. I knew, see? That's why I told you not to touch it.
Yeah, I should. I'm sorry. I was trying to do it better now.
When I printed this out, something happened that made this mark, but it's my book. It's for me. I don't care. So anyway, open it up. Open it up if we haven't glued it down. Page by page. Here's a page that I printed. Here's a page I created with inks. It folds open. Scrappy paper to write on. That folds open. Open. Graph paper, old graph paper, more painted papers. These may have been just splat, making splats. This is coffee dyed paper. So that's one signature, and all the signatures are fairly the same as far as they have a printed page. This one is avocado dyed page, or maybe this is blue food coloring. And another one like that, and graph paper, and paper, coffee dyed paper, and then repeat. And then this one is a printed page, dyed paper, graph paper, blah 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 blah
I
blah.
love the variety you've got in there.
The variety.
Yeah, the different
And then we
things.
have a printed page, graph paper, coffee paper. Yeah, and I'm not done. This is just the book itself being done. Then the last page. This is fabric on a fusible, lightweight fusible, um, you know what I mean, stabilizer. And then it's glued to the back of the book. The book is made with a club cracker box, and I had some stretchy netty fabric that I glued on it. So that's what this is made of, the book itself. And then I painted it the color that I knew would come close to matching this print that I had. And then I used distressed inks around the edges and a bit of gold. I don't know if you could see the gold wax. I put little bits of gold wax here and there along the seam just to give it a rusted.
Just nipping out to a little room. Carry on.
Okay, I'll carry on my way.
Back in.
And then a number of years ago, I purchased one of those big rugs, room rugs that are made from, you know the term I want. They're just woven into a webbing, and it's just scrap fabric. So I purchased one, and I've been taking it apart to use. It's got some really nice fabrics, and I use it to make book closures or to put to make clusters. So it's a big rug, so I've got a lot of free fabric out of it. It was like $15. What did I miss? What is everyone saying? Uh, I ever go.
Crunching up some down there.
Yes, learn buckets and buckets from P. This is, and again, and that's why I'll say, don't just watch P. I mean, Mariah does a nice blog. She doesn't get over there often. Keep in mind, she has a lot on her plate. But what is there is worth reading. There's some, I
Sorry.
mean, some of P's thoughts are over there. So check out the blog link over there too. Oh, that's great, Joan. Joan says she's grateful for learning this way as she lives in a very small rural area.
Didn't want to do that, did I? Idiot.
Hi, Candy. Yes, Golden has a lot of information over there. I posted the link way up above for the GAC info. Um, right, Paula? And I watch Carrie and Miriam, and yeah, wow. Um, Yolande, I love Devin Rex for art. She did something the other day. Don't ask me to remember what it was. I've watched too much lately, and I've slept. And
Always fatal.
Elizabeth St. Hilaire, that Fran said, go watch her. Okay, went down a rabbit hole with
I
her.
didn't.
You
said that's who I got it from. I didn't say go watch her.
Sure you did.
You said you would go watch her. And
No,
I thought, okay, bye.
You forced me to go over there. I heard you. I don't think she'll deny
it. Well, she's a good rabbit hole to run down, isn't she?
Yeah,
she does so much stuff.
And she's a little scientist herself, and she
Yeah.
doesn't. I mean, we get chatty here, but a lot of times when I'm in the mood to learn, don't get all chatty. Just tell me what's going on, and summarize it. Don't go overboard because you'll lose me. I'll lose interest. And she's really good. She really speaks well. That's like watching Peg. Peg of 20 Pros Mixed Media. I could listen to her, and Gail. Listening to Gail is she's fun. She's just fun. Yeah, Mariah, you have so much on your plate. So yeah, the blogs will be there. The books will be there. You're getting there. You're getting there. Go back 5 years and think about where you were and where you've come in 5 years, and you probably give yourself a pat on the back there, dear.
Or if you don't, you should.
Yes, exactly. Because I think you guys have done a lot. Exactly. And some people do have good info, but there's the way their voice or the tone or their something in their voice just it doesn't stick. It doesn't hold with me, and it's like, okay, I'm done. I don't want to have to work to comprehend. And that's me. That doesn't say anything about them. That's my inability probably. Because if I watch somebody that's got over 40,000 viewers, I'm pretty sure I'm the one with the problem here.
Yeah, yeah, that's the thing.
It's me not getting
I've given up because I'm beginning to think it's me, not anybody else.
Yeah, and that's okay. That's okay. That's just finding out who I am and what I like or don't like or what I'm, okay with or not okay. That's okay. That's just fine. That's who I am. So I don't see it as a negative at all. Some people love Brad Pitt and some people don't. It's just
Yep.
it has nothing to do with Brad Pitt. It has to do with their perspectives. So it's okay. Hi, Raul. Nice to see you here.
Hi, Ro.
Have I missed anyone else that's come in? If I have, I'm sorry. Hello and welcome to everyone.
We seem to have Robin McClendon's signature now. I think that's what this is, but I'm not sure. I'm using it just as a stamp. But I seem to have it all over here now. I do like writing. Right, let's see what we've got. Piece of the living. I know I'm not a zombie. Uh-oh, that wanted to stick.
I love to watch Kylie Koo.
Yes.
And I have a membership. 49 Dragonflies is great too. I have a membership to the Graphics Fairy, and I'm learning a lot there with Photoshop and putting things together. Let's just put it that way. And I get tons and tons of free images. It blows me away the cost of the yearly membership and everything I get from it and learn from it. So I watch their videos too. Okay, Mariah. Mariah's it's time to go get Izzy. I'll tell you about Mariah. If you see the little books that Mariah makes, oh man, they're gorgeous. They're just.
They are. She's very good at spraying, Mariah. I wish she'd do some spraying videos, even little shorts, maybe a little bit longer than the shorts she's been doing with P. Just a little bit longer. They don't have to be 2 hours long like P's streams, but just something, a little something now and then would be nice. But of course, she's got a lot on her plate at the moment, so it's not right to ask.
Oh yeah, I'm being terrible, Paula. I'm not even mentioning so many others that influence me. Carrie Gibson, I love Carrie. I love watching Carrie. I mean, go ahead and post them in here if you think of somebody I've not mentioned, because I've probably watched them. Wow,
that's nice. I like that.
That's nice.
That's lovely.
Stop moving. Come back.
Huh? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I was still admiring. I get to dissecting up where your right thumb is.
Yes.
Did you squiggle there? Did you just scribble something?
No, that's the Robin McClendon script stamp. I don't know whether it's her signature or just some squiggles, but I love things like that. So.
Right, Paula? The whole thing, but break it down and look at each and that is cool.
See, I've used that big stamp twice. and then filled in the other corners with the little ones. I just about got enough to do that with. Nice.
Very nice.
No.
Oh, Abby, there's past past videos. Just go to their YouTube channel and I'm not even sure how she titled them. She would know better. And I'll find them and I'll send you a link through Messenger. We'll find some. They're not like too much of how I did this. They're more like how I did this flip through. So you see them. Um,
That is.
I think there are a few where she's explained how she did it, but Mariah's brain should be captured and frozen in time.
Oh, I could do with. I would like a bit of smoke. What's that? No, that's not. What's that? Manganese.
Right,
Got that one.
Sometimes
Another one of those.
there's
Iridescent blue-green.
there you go, Paula.
Paula, what?
Isn't that what she was asking about earlier? Oh no, she was asking about iridescent turquoise.
Yeah, but she said that it was this one. She said it was the green-blue, which I've been using. That's what it is. But I just discovered the blue-green, which is the one going towards the blue rather than the green. So I thought I'd get that one out.
Okay.
And I've got the manganese blue. Don't know if I'll use the manganese blue, but I was hoping for smalt. I don't know what I've done with my smalt.
Oh yeah, you haven't used that in a while.
I've just found it. Smalt hue. I just like smalt hue. So I'm going to add a bit of that. Just
Don't
because
you
I
have
want
that
to.
in Amsterdam too?
No, only in golden.
Okay.
It was when I had some extra money and I was looking for one more thing to add to get above the free postage bit. And I thought, smalt hue. Well, I'd sort of put it on my list and taken it off and put it on and taken it off. And I thought, oh, what the heck? And put it on and got it. And I loved it so much.
And it turns out, yeah, I was going to say, it turns out we both love it. Paula says that the Pabeo number 30 is turquoise, but an opaque.
Ah.
Hi, Ola. Hi, Devon Rex for Art. Let's say that correctly.
Hello, Devon.
Art. It's a cat.
Let's just try those two. Now, these are the same texture. They're both heavy body, the two I put on here. So I should mix in nicely. So why am I getting green? Where did that come from? Oh, it's off the roller.
Really?
Or I might have picked up a blob off the edge there. I think. Right, so we'll do the same technique.
Yeah, I remember you saying that, Roland. Okay, here we go again.
Different orientation this time because I felt like it.
Okay, we'll let you.
Thank you. Sticking down well.
How do you clean that?
Well, so far I've just patted it off on the paper and then cleaned it at the end of the session. I might have to ask you to show something again for a second while I run away and paranoidally clean it.
Okay, well, I'll be right back.
I like this one. This is one of the Robin McClendon set. I do like it. Nice little one. And this one, I quite like this one too. It's rather a nice little squares one. I like squares a lot. I found a lot of old squares designs that I thought I'd turn into stencils. I do like squares. I'll have a nice variety. There we go. I thought it was around here somewhere.
Three flip doodar. That was it. The 3-page doodar. Yolande, she did. I watched it the other day. She did a 3-flip. You don't have room to do it because I would love it if you could do it. She had 3 pieces of paper taped around her gel plate, and she'd do one, then the other, and the other. Just different. You have to see it.
You'll have to give me a link to it so I can have a look.
Yeah, you need a. Devin doesn't. Devin can't put a link in. She's not made to put a link in. Bummer.
She's not been modded.
No, she's not. Anybody that is here that is in blue, if you have a link to your channel, please feel free to go right ahead and put it in. But I'm going to go find. Yeah, Little Crooked Studios channel. Yep.
I think I'm about done with that, and I shouldn't have done that either. Oh well, there we go. Let's get another one of those. Trying to pull down one sheet without pulling down the whole wodge is not so easy as you think.
But I'm going to put this in there for you. There you go. Not now. Don't everybody leave now. Stay with us and go afterwards when you get time. Go save that channel right there and go watch Devin Rex for Art and what she did with the turquoise, the dark purple and turquoise.
Well, this is just the first layer, so we'll see what happens. You can always pull some more layers, and that is drying. So I reckon if I take that off now and get a sketchy thing, that's nice.
Oh, that's
and
nice.
I will put another layer of colour down first. And I'll use... no, I don't want to use that.
You're welcome. You really did good there, Yolande. You really, I really enjoyed it. So everybody go over there later and watch her.
Of the there we are, cobalt turquoise on top, and then leave it on the plate because this is thinner. I should be able to get that on, hopefully. Because that really did dry quite a lot.
Yeah. Wow.
There we go. Right, another sheet, faster than last time. And with the fold, I'm trying to make sure the fold does not ruin it.
And let's say what
by going down with a crease in the middle.
Is this the living rice paper?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
So I can happily leave that on there and see if we can pick that lot up. That's going to be quite nice, I think. That's going to be rather nice.
Very nice.
And then I will do something with that. I might stick it onto a piece of thickish card. I've got some thickish cards somewhere around. I couldn't find it today. I don't know where it is. But if I can find it, I can stick that on and then have a little play with it with other things. So I'll use that.
Okay.
The other one is pullable yet. And then next time, I'll try and do some things with these. Have we got the whale's eye? Oh, I've got to try that again.
Just save it. See if
we've got the whale's eye. We've got the whale's eye. Hey!
Yay.
And you wouldn't have known it didn't come up.
Little bit of gel medium, matte gel medium in this case.
Gloss gel medium, because there's a lot of shine in this, and if you put matte gel medium on, you lose the shine in the stuff that was already shiny. So I like to use the gloss for that reason. So look at that, his eye's back. You didn't know, you've lost your eye. Come back. There you are, sweetheart. Or was it just a blob? Anyway, it's much better than it was. I like it. I like that very much. I think that, I mean, that's a lovely piece to pick out, that. And look at Hairy Violet.
Yeah.
Hairy Violet. She's a bit smeary in the face, but maybe she's been eating a lot lately. Sorry.
Wait, hold it. Wait, hold it. This is where I come in and I go.
Look at that. That's the same one. And look how it's expanded. I didn't make one a little bit smaller like that. But yeah, it's definitely that way around.
I do too, Paula. I've already got dibs. I want a Hairy Violet stamp. I love it.
Isn't Hairy Violet up in there? I must put it up then if it's not up.
Oh, I haven't looked in a while because I haven't.
Oh,
no, don't worry about it.
No, I don't think it is. I don't think it is up there.
Well, when I pull,
but I've got
I get my.
I've got to save it as the different sizes because I just did it in silhouette to get the different sizes. So I need to sort that out and upload it.
Set up right now, so when I'm done with that, I'll pull the silhouette down and then I'll let you know and we'll get to it. Yeah, I love that one.
So that
could go so many areas.
So I've now got lots of lovely sheets of nice abstract prints to use. I quite like that one over there. Where's my? Can I reach it from here without taking this off? I don't think I can. I'll have to take my headphones off just for a second. Just going over this load of prints and grab that one. Now then, I really don't want to stop and start using these because I've got to wash these stamps in a hurry. I don't want to leave them much longer. They're still slightly damp, so I can go and clean them now and make sure they don't get ruined.
Well, it's
so I'm thinking maybe this one. Maybe that one. Almost definitely this one. And the green one I was looking at earlier. This one, this dark green one that was from the previous session.
Okay, Joan, thank you for being here.
So I think those are ones I can work more on. And the one that's waiting when it comes off. Those are going to be good to work on and turn into other things. So we'll do something to do with that later. So I've got to go and wash these. I can't just wait because I'll ruin them.
Okay.
So I think we'd better stop 10 minutes early.
That's all right.
Unless you've got something you can say.
No, we're good. You've got to go do that, and you'll kind of lose your rhythm. So, and so
Yeah.
many are ready to go anyway. So we'll quit.
Yep.
We'll try to
Okay.
be back Friday. So
Well,
thank
bring
you,
yourself
everyone.
back.
Let me bring myself back, like she said.
Thank you.
So thank you, everyone, for being here. We appreciate it. Nice chat. Go check out that link for Devon Rex for Art. You'll enjoy it.
Yep.
I'll send it to
I
you,
will. Good.
and hopefully we'll see everybody Friday. Well, we'll
Yep.
see everybody tomorrow at PM Artist Studio, huh?
Mhm. Yes. Well, if I remember what day it is when I get up.
I'll send you a link. So here we go. We're
Thank
gonna
you.
send some love out to everyone, especially Trish. Trish isn't feeling well. She's having a rough day today. So
Oh, Trish,
we're gonna send some
you have a good day.
extra
So
out.
we are the mad scientists.
Thumbsy upsies.
Trisha, get better.
Thank you,
Trish.
Paul.
And bye bye, everybody. Bye bye. Let me just find the little button, which is around here somewhere. There we go. Bye bye.